Namaskar. The next point of 16 points is bath, number 6. The one before was half bath, now it is a complete bath. For yogi, cleanliness is very, very important. Cleanliness comes next to godliness. Our body is the living structure and it constantly consumes materials, the water, the air, the light, the food, and breaks them down, uses that energy, and also produces the toxins. And the toxins, they constantly secreted by the body. And those toxins have to be eliminated from the body. For that, we do many things. So one of those things is taking bath regularly. Your skin have to be very clean, and you should have no smell from the body. Because the smell creates the attraction, it attracts the crudest form of negative energy, which is called negative microvita. And once that energy comes in touch with the body, it pushes the body and mind towards degeneration. So always after bathing we feel ourselves much more fresh and we feel much more inclined towards spirituality. So for the northern countries with the cold climate, it is advised to do at least once a day, minimum once a day, and according to necessity, if the body creates lots of secretions, breaks down many toxins, secretes many toxins, and there is a smell, then maybe 2 times, or according to the necessity. And in tropical countries, at least 2 times one have to take bath. So the bath is taken according to a certain system. It is done in a sitting position, squatting position, or you sit in a small chair, and then you need to pour the water, and the water has to be cold or lukewarm. So you pour that water first on the navel, prepare the body for the cooling. Pour the water on the navel, and then from other part also put on the navel the projection. Then you pour that water on the top of the head, on the crown of the head, and from the crown of the head water will flow along the spinal cord. The spinal cord contains the brain, the first brain. This brain is the next evolutionary achievement, but the real one, the first one, is the one which is in your spinal cord. And that brain is there, and the nerves are shooting out, the springing out of that brain, and they are going to different organs and different vital parts of the body. And by pouring the cold water from the crown along the spine, it is just like a chakra bath. All the energy centers, all the nerves, all the important nerves, they get invigorated, and it is very beneficial for meditation. And after that, the body is ready for a normal bathing procedures. If you, for example, pour water immediately without any preparation, you pour it on the Anahata chakra, the nervous system goes in a mild sort of shock. You experience it, and this is not advised to do. So you need to prepare the body properly. And then you wash yourself thoroughly with the soap. It is advised not to use any smell in the soap, because any chemical smell is also considered that it attracts negative energy. Either it should be just plain, or there might be mild aroma, but it should be natural. So then you wash properly, especially you take special care to the armpits and the pubic area, because we, as you know, we keep the hair in the armpit, and that hair needs to be very clean, and then after wash with the soap and then comb it, and then use some oil to maintain the cleanliness of this hair. So, and then after the bathing is done, still one thing has to be there to complete the whole procedure. It is called Pitri Jagya. Pitri Jagya is salutation or the sacrifice to the ancestors. it is a very nice, beautiful practice, physical practice with the mantra ideation. It is done like this. First I will demonstrate and then I will explain the meaning. Pitri Purushebhyo Namaha, Rishi Divibhyo Namaha, Brahmarpanam, Brahmavir, Brahmagna, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaevatena Gantavyam, Brahmakarma Samadhina. So this mantra is repeated and this gesture is done. And we do it with standing position, and then I turn myself. If I'm now at the river, this is best of best. People describe it. It is one of the, really highlights of my life when I'm in the nature and I have taken deep in the river, and now I turn to the sun, and facing the sun, I'm doing this practice. And in that practice, what it is said? It is said, Pitri Purushebhyo Namaha. I salute the ancestors. What is this salutation of us? Actually, maybe I should record another video just describing this. I salute the ancestors. I pay my respects to the previous generations of humanity. Not only humanity, but the monkeys and whoever came before. That I salute that entire chain of evolutionary development. I pay respect to that. And I am the continuation of that evolution. And then Rishi Divibhyo Namaha. I salute the rishis, the sages, those people who with their bright wisdom and intellect, they have widened the path of humanity. And then Brahmarpanam, the action, the sacrifice, this action itself is Brahma, the Supreme Consciousness. Brahmahavir, the thing which is offered in that action is consciousness, is absolute. Brahmarpanam, Brahmavir, Brahmagna, the one who receives the offering is also consciousness. I am doing everything I do for consciousness. Brahmagna, Brahmanahutam. This sacrifice, this action is done also by consciousness. Consciousness is within me as a spark, as a divine spark that inspires me to do everything I do. Brahmanahutam, Brahma eva tema gantavyam. Brahma eva tena gantavyam. The goal of this action is to come closer to consciousness. Brahmakarma Samadhina. By doing this action properly, I am merging myself with consciousness. So it is a beautiful ideation, which becomes very important after receiving the second lesson of personal meditation, personal instructions. But you can also do it now. I will put some materials, some links, so that you can see the mantra, you can see the pictures how to do it, and you can learn it. And this movement of the hands, the hands are connected with Anahata Chakra. When we have feelings, we gesticulate, we make gestures. Similarly, when we make gestures, we have feelings. So you do this particular set of gestures, and it programs, it tunes in a special way your Anahata Chakra. And also the light of the sun, or if not sun, at least the light of the bulb, it creates effect, it creates impact on the Anahata Chakra. This is a perceptive plate of the body, and immediately after this practice you can see the glaze on the face, the radiance, the shining on the face of the practitioner. So when people leave, sometimes, in vacation, sometimes you may, take a dip in the river and then do this. You will see that immediately the radiation of positivity comes out of your face. So for the yoga practitioners, it is advised to do on the regular basis, because for us this heart center is very important. And the heart centers moves us ahead. It gives us motivation. The yoga practitioners, they don't feel so much fear, they don't feel so much shame. So what will move us ahead? There has to be higher motivation, and it comes when the Anahata Chakra is awakened, when the heart is awakened. So this bathing procedure beautifully combined with this Piti Jagya, it creates very beneficial state of mind. It is one of the practice which is prescribed for the daily performance. Thank you very much. Namaskar.